Good day, everyone, and welcome to Home at the Hollow. First, thank you so much for joining me today. Today's recipe I'm sharing with you is for sliders. I think one of the reasons why I enjoy doing recipes like this and showing them to you is to inspire you, as you guys have inspired me. These, I'm going to call these bowl day sliders. If you are having people in for, you know, one of the many bowls that are going to be happening over the holiday season, these are so easy, but yet it looks like you have taken extra special care to take care of your guests. They refrigerate, of course, depending on the ingredients that you're using. They refrigerate very well and freeze even better. So if you have 20 minutes out of your day and the ingredients on hand, you can put a tray, a 9 by 13 tray together to feed 4, 5 people, I guess it's depending on everyone's appetite. I give a couple of different variations. If you don't like ham, you can do the roast beef, but the glaze on top of the rolls, buns, stays the same. The filling stays the same. The mustard filling stays the same. And I can tell you, I'm making this after the fact. We had these last night, and the horseradish that is mixed in with the mustard was not too much, because I mean, I like horseradish, but I don't love it. It was, you could not tell it was in there, but you could tell that it added something very special. And the butter glaze on top was incredible. The perfect blend of seasonings and spices. I hope you give this a try. It is just too easy to put together, throw in the freezer, and at the end of the day, look, you're going to look fabulous presenting this. So if you're interested in a couple of slider variations for your bowl games, if you're having, you know, an activity that you want to transport, then keep watching. Or if you just want to come and hang out with me for a little while, then I hope that you do. And without further ado, bowl day sliders. So we are starting with our butter mixture here. I have 4 tablespoons of melted butter here. And to that, let me get myself organized a little bit better. I have a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. If you have whole grain mustard, something like that, something that you prefer better, but I've got Dijon mustard. A tablespoon of that, a tablespoon of honey, a tablespoon of dried parsley, 1/8 of a teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. If you don't have onion, then certainly you can chop very finely an onion. And I'm going to just add this to my butter and give this a good stir until everything is totally mixed for our sliders. And we're going to get started making our sliders for whatever game, whatever sports, whatever crowd that you are going to be cooking for. This is just so incredibly easy. I have my butter mixture here along with the honey, the garlic, the onion, yum, and the bit of mustard. And how can you go wrong with butter? But anyway, so there we are here. But first, what we're going to do now, typically you use like a Hawaiian roll, and it would fit perfectly in a pan like this. But this is what I was able to find at our local store, is croissants, and certainly that's okay too. But all I'm going to do, it's so simple. All I'm going to do, I've cut every single one of them, and I'm pretty sure that you guys remember the ham bone from the ham bone soup. Well, here's some of the ham that I was able to save. I didn't eat, of course, all of the ham, but this is one of those recipes. It's a great use of leftovers, or maybe you just want to plan these sliders for whatever event that you guys are having. But yeah, I'm just, you know, going along. And I've made these several times before, and they go over really super well. Another option, and if you are able to find the Hawaiian rolls, that's even better, but these are going to be good too. Another option would be to use like deli, very thinly shaved roast beef with provolone, and definitely diced, very finely diced ham in that equation there. The same thing that we've done here. So, you know, you just do with whatever suits you. And, excuse me, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish doling out this ham, because you know, I still have some left in the freezer, but I'm going to just go ahead and do that. I've got, of course, with my ham, I've got Swiss cheese, and I'm going to just skosh that in there a bit. The last time I made this, I believe I was moving, and the people that actually came to help me move, I had this in the freezer, especially for, excuse me, the move, and for them to have, and they loved them. They just really liked them. So here we go. And guys, it is so easy. It is so simple. And it's one of those things when you do have leftover ham, roast beef, whatever suits you, this is easy enough to put together, and then either allow it to set overnight in the fridge or just basically set it in your freezer, like I'm notorious for doing. I've got, of course, my mixture here, and I'm going to just take this and brush this along the tops of the rolls. You can, you know, and really depending up to you, you can, you know, butter your dish, but I kind of felt like there was enough butter going on top of these. So what I did is I put myself a piece of parchment paper in the bottom of this particular pan. But these are just going to be so delicious, and you guys are going to hear Fanny. I think she's needing some attention, but yeah. And you know what? It is just that easy. And what I'm going to do, I think you can see, these are going to be so good. Oh yes, they are going to be delicious. I'm going to just take some foil, cover them, and like I said, if you want to overnight them in your fridge, if you want to freeze them, now is the time to do that. If you freeze them, take them out the day before and put them in the fridge and let them kind of defrost in the fridge. If they've already refrigerated, just bring them out, keep them covered, bake them at 350, 10 to 15 minutes, and then at that point, take your foil off and let them bake a little bit longer, maybe 7 to 10 minutes, until they're very lightly browned. And guys, it is just that simple. It is just that easy to do. And I haven't met too many that really just did not absolutely love these. It's such a no-brainer. And there you go. And we will be back when I'm ready to have a bit to eat. So my 10-minute timer has gone off, and I'm gonna have a look-see. And we're gonna take this out and see what this looks like. Because it's about time for us to take the foil off and continue baking it for probably another 10 or 15 minutes, but I wanted to have a look-see. And it's looking pretty good so far. It's not too overly toasty, so that's a real good bonus. I'm gonna pop this back in for another 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. I don't want it to get too dark, but when I take this out, I'll have you guys with me. So guys, let me turn this off. This is at 20 minutes, 10 minutes covered, 10 minutes uncovered. This looks absolutely delicious. It didn't, become too hard. I don't mind a little bit of crisp and a little bit of crunch, but if it's just too much, then it's, yeah, way too much. But this came out excellent. And I will join you guys in just a little bit for my final thoughts. Good day, we are back, and oh my goodness, did these sliders come out so nicely. I want to give you guys a little bit of a look. And I had to put something healthy on there. I put a few grapes on there, but I like this because I can make it up really quickly. As you saw, I made it up very, very quickly. I can have it setting in the fridge waiting for a party, and I'm going to enjoy the party, or I can freeze it and plan for later. But I hope that you give this a try. I just think it's just, of course, I've eaten this many, many times before, but I'm going to try the herbs on the top here. A big, big thumbs up. You guys are going to love it. Have fun at the whatever playoff you're attending, whatever playoff party you're having. Everyone's going to love it. I'm going to have myself a cup of tea in just a wee bit and enjoy one of these peanut butter cookies. And if you didn't see that, I will drop a link below to that video. Thank you again so much for joining me here, home at the Hollow.